Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k 2000 Points Tyranids League video with me, Xeno Vids. In this video I'm going to show you my 2000 point Tyranid list and go through each of the sections, starting from the HQ all the way down to heavy sport. So let's take a look at the army. Here is my 2000 point army, a combination of lots of monstrous creatures and small little bugs. So I'm going to be going through each of the sections, the HQ, elites, troops, fast attack and heavy support. So let's start by looking at my HQ choices. Here's my HQ choices. 2 winged Hive Tyrants. Now they're going to be kitted out exactly the same. They're going to have 2 sets of twin-linked Devourers with brain leech worms. Now I have seen recently on the internet the models with new Hive Tyrants. You can get to buy the weapon upgrades to do twin-linked Devourers. But you know what? I don't think I'm gonna really bother with that. I've converted it from the Tyrannifex kit and used these bug arms, and I think it looks better than what twin-linked Devourers actually look like. So I have 2 of these. Their role will be to take down flyers or go up the table in flight mode and cause a distraction, or advance with the army as a jump monstrous creature. With only 4 wounds though, they are a bit prone to being shot down and killed. So the Devourers are there to take down infantry and light vehicles and flyers, and because they're now ballistic skill 4, I'm rolling on a free up and then re-rolling because it's twin linked, which is all great. My lone elite choice. In my last army I had Hive Guard, I had Doom of Malantai, but now just the one elite. And it is the Venom Throat, which got 1,000,000 times better. The Venom Throat gives Shrouded to any model within 6 inches, and with the Shrouded special rule, if one model in a unit has Shrouded, the whole unit has it, essentially forming a nice bubble which then extends out. If you have 3 of these though, and you keep them in coherency, you have 2 inches away, 2 inches away, 2 inches away. You can have your entire army shrouded, but I'm taking just the one as added protection. And at only 45 points, potentially giving 5 or 6 units a +2 cover save is imperative, I think, for the Tyranids in this edition. And he is my one elite choice. So moving on now to the troops choice. Quite a lot of models in my troops option. I've got a squad of 30 Hormigons, a squad of 30 Termagants, and because I have a squad of 30, I've unlocked the Termagon as a troop rather than a HQ slot, and a unit of 3 warriors. Now I never used to use warriors in the past edition, but I feel they're almost an auto include now. Now what I'm going to be doing with these is the Hormigons. I think are still great, cheap gaunts that can move 6 inches, and now they add +3 to their run roll. So if you roll a 6 for their run roll, that's 9 inches of running. So they're just going to move and move and move really fast and get into close combat and tie anything up that has guns, which can hurt your the bigger bugs or anything with that is a high priority target. They are distraction, and just whatever they take down, they can take down, and I'm happy with. Same with these guys. If I still have synapse creatures in my opponent's side of the battlefield, I will have these claim his objectives, but they will just move up and shoot anything within 12 inches. That will be all they can do. That's all they really can do. No upgrades on either of these Gaunt units, so they're not going to be taking down giant monstrous creatures in close combat. So whatever they can take down, take down. Now the Termagon is interesting. I feel, and most of the internet feels, that it got a little bit nerfed, and it didn't need to really. I'm only taking 1 now because its points cost went up by quite a lot of points. So, with the 1 there, I'm going to have the Tervagon stay at my side of the field and hold an objective. Because most of Warhammer 40k games is objective-based games. So, I'm playing to the game, to win the game. Not slaughter my opponent, to win the game. My Tervagon will be back, holding an objective, spawning Tervagons to hold an objective near to it. Now, if I take the Primaris power, I think it's Dominion, off the top of my head, I can extend the synapse range of the Tervagon by 6 inches, meaning that if it does explode, the Termagants can be over 12 inches away and they won't explode with it as well, which is, I think, the psychic power you should be using with the Tervagon. Now the warriors, I am keeping them bare naked, so Devourers and Scything Talons. They will be there to support the Gaunts coming up and helping to keep Synapse in the middle, because 2 Winged Hive Tyrants are going to be high priority targets. So they're going to go up, they're going to be shot down, but by the time they're shot down, hopefully, this mass has reached the enemy lines, and these guys need Synapse, or they could eat themselves or fall back, who knows. But these are needed for Synapse and support. But let's move on to the heavy support choices then. As you can see, there's more than 3 options. Now what I've done, and you can call me Mr. Sneaky Hive Mind if you like, is read the rules for our tournament, Battle League, and we're not allowed allies, but we are allowed dual force organisation. Now I've sat down and done every single equation I can to make this a 2,000 point army, so that I can include the best things in this codex into my list. And in my opinion, the heavy support section is the best section in this 6th edition Tuners list. So what have I got? Carnifexes, rarely seen in 5th edition, but now with 6th edition they are back. They are all equipped with 2 sets of twin-linked Devourers with Brain Leech Worms. That's right, shooting abilities. They are Strength 9 base, so close combat wise, I'm not worried about them. You get no real addition to Scything Talons other than an extra attack if you have 2 sets of them. So, give them 2 sets of twin-linked Devourers with Brain Leech Worms means 12, 12, 12. 36 shots, Strength 6. The DAC effects are back, in my opinion. They're brilliant. In the 3,500 point battle report against Tau, they took down a Riptide and any infantry unit they can get close to, and then they continued to take down 1 or 2 tanks after that. They are brilliant, and with the points reduction, these are the way to go. I then have 1, 2 Morlocks. Now I'm still undecided about Morlocks, but having the ability to have a large blast, strength 6, AP2, come up, hit your opponent's models and do it twice, potentially, is brilliant. Yes, they can mishap still, unlike the Trigon Prime, when it burrows in. They can mishap, but it's a 1 in 6 chance of rolling it. Now, I did roll the 1 in the 3,500 point battle I did last time round, unfortunately, but that's going to happen. So 2 of them more likely to survive and take down a lot of things. So they will come up, kill things, go back down. Come up, kill things, go back down. And if these guys come up turn 2, my opponent then has to worry about these 2 rather than my oncoming horde, and then they'll get distracted and they won't know what to do. Then I have my Exocrine model. Now I was going to make it a horror specs, but after looking at the rules more and really deciding that a horror spec is more of a close combat monster, and close combat isn't really the way forward with Tyranids or 6th edition. Now this gun is devastating, and when I've used him in battle reports, it has blown me away how amazing he is. So I keep him 6 inches away from my Venom Throat, so he always gets +2 to his cover save. Now he shoots his weapon, which is like a giant plasma, 6 shots or a blast. Now that's brilliant in itself. If he doesn't move, he's ballistic skill 4. If he does move, ballistic skill 3, which I'm not too fussed about. Having plasma shots coming out and being a monstrous creature in close combat, you have the ability to smash, so it can do a strength 10 AP 2 hits on half its normal attack number. It's brilliant. This model is excellent and a brilliant addition to the Tyranids. And then I had 40 points left over to make it 2,000 points. And so I took a Biobore. Now I never really took them before, but they are, in my opinion, great. Another great thing that this codex has brought back. Biobores, I'm going to have one of them. I'm going to shoot each turn a large blast, strength 4, AP 4 barrage weapon. He will take down troops, and then if I miss, little spore mine will be running around and causing mischief. So for 40 points, I have essentially 5 to 7 large blast ordnance bombs taking down infantry. So my opponent's armies doesn't have a lot of infantry, so when he does have to get those objectives, this guy is going to be disrupting them or aiming to take down remainder troops that the big gribblies haven't been managed to take down. So the army-wide tactics I'm going to be doing is coming in waves, and it's all about disruption and target priority. 2 winged Hive tyrants you have to deal with immediately. You then have a swarm of bugs with warriors coming at you. 3 Carnifexes with 36 twin link shots. 2 Morlocks coming up from underground. A plasma shooting monstrous creature. A Tervigon that's going to hold my objective all game and spawn more Tervigons. A Venom Throat that's going to cause Shrouded. What do you do? And that's what I'm going with. Mass bodies, monstrous creatures and disruption. So that is my 2,000 point Tyranid list. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please comment, share, subscribe and like my video, and please let me know what you think about my Tyranid army. Whether you think I've taken the wrong choices, whether I should do Lictors and Gene Stealers, but this is the list I think will be good for me in our Battle League. As soon as our Battle League starts, we cannot change the list at all, so I'm stuck with this list now, as soon as I play them. And the first game they're playing is the Evil Chaos Space Marine list. And I'll leave a link in the description below about that Chaos Space Marine list, and also a video about my colour scheme if you decide you want to do a similar colour scheme. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Xeno Vids, and I'll see you on the next video.